All right, this one's trickier. It might take 3 minutes to get through, but Billie Jean. So I'm not going to go over the bass line because it's famous. There's tons of videos out there about it. And, you know, if you show up to play the bass, then know how to play it. And just it's a tricky one. Take time. But for guitar, let's simplify it. So we got the verse, and this is the doon doon. Oh, notice I only put one line. This is your high E string, the little E string. Um, yeah, and we'll talk about how to build it into chords. But you got boom, 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 and that loops around however many times, but then eventually, yeah, we get the seventh fret, and then a 2, 4, 5, 4, and that's the idea of the verse. The patterns of it, I think, changes from first verse to second verse a little bit, but this is the idea. If you jam around with it, you'll get the feeling of it, and if you show up to do it in a group session with me, then who knows exactly how the layouts of the song is going to be. So the chorus, and we'll talk about how to turn these into more of the actual chords in an easy way, but let's go through the idea of the chorus here, or the pre-chorus, I guess. So this part happens 3 times. Now, if we just go with the high E string, you can just hang out on the second fret. Mama always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. Ooh. It sounds fine if you just stay on the same note because the bassist will be changing notes and it's going to give a feeling of, it's going to give a changing, it'll change the feeling of the chord. If you want to use 2 strings, and we could obviously add more, but you could add your 3rd fret on the B string and then just go down to the 2nd, back to the 3rd, back to the 2nd, back to the 3rd, and this top note doesn't change. That adds a little more flavor to it if you want to do that. And anyway, that happens 3 times because eventually at the end of this pre-chorus, be careful what you do, cause a lie becomes a truth, yeah. And then we're back over here. Yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I didn't write the chords down. This is a D major. This is F sharp minor, D major, C sharp major. If you don't know what any of that means, don't worry about it. Just play the little numbers. But let's talk about it for a second now. So, all right, for the verse, all you need to get by with is that 2nd fret, or the littlest string. She was born like a beauty queen from a movie scene. Gets the job done. Your presence as the guitarist and that little melody rhythm is moving. So let's say you want to get jazzier with it. Use 2 strings, same frets. All right, let's say you want to do 3 strings. Whoops, it's too hard. When we make it to the 5th, this is where it goes major. So I gotta add 1 extra fret on my G string. If you want to do your bar chords for this, feel free to. If you don't know what this means, don't worry about it. So, and then you get your 7th fret is going to be minor. Or you can use your E minor bar chord. And then your... So then we get the chorus. Or pre-chorus. So if you just hang out on the 2nd fret of E, Mama always told me, be careful what you do, don't go around. It doesn't sound that interesting. But if I'm going to imitate the bassist and play it an octave higher, but if Mama always told me B, and the bassist is going to move to an F sharp, careful what you do, don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. Even that, just having that one note, it still supplies just this extra layer of sound. If you want to get fancier with it, add your 3rd fret of the next string. Mama always told me, with the bassist, Mama always told me B. And then you slide down to your 2nd fret, so you got both 2nd frets. Bassist will take over the F sharp. Be careful what you do. Back to your 3rd fret. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. Yada ba da da da, yada ba da da. The last part, yada ba da da ba da da, and then just slide both fingers down. Yada da 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 da. And then you're back. If you want to play that with more of your full chords, go for it. D major. Mama always told me, be F sharp minor. Be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. If you want, this is where, and if I'm losing you, don't worry about it. Let go of the reins. It's okay. When you get to the last D major chord, personally, I like to play it up here. Be careful what you do. Because then I can just slide one fret to the C major. Be careful what you, or C sharp. Be careful what you do, because the light becomes the truth, yeah. And then you're back into it. So that completes all the easy stuff, and I don't like to go over solos in these kinds of videos, but this one's only 2 notes, like, and a ghosty note. But I'm on the E, A, D string, 9th fret, and 11th fret. The only other thing that I personally like, well, and I think whoever did the recording, I don't remember. It's just a ghost note. Just touch the string to keep it quiet and give it a little extra rhythmic feel to it. And you kind of toy around with it. So I'll go over that solo-y bit because it's literally just 2 notes along with a little ghosty stuff, and listen to it, jam around with it, whatever. Billie Jean, good luck.